Guys, what is going on? We got a packed PS5 news video today stream. We're talking PS5, Sony getting sued, PS5 restocks, Returnal not worth the $70, and Epic Games wanting to strike a deal with Sony. What the heck am I talking about? Let's get to it. Yeah, yo. Guys, you are in for a treat. I just realized I'm 5 minutes early, but you know what? We got so much Sony news and PS5 restock news to get into. I couldn't wait any longer. Guys, thank you so much for hitting up the chat. Oofmeister, what is going on, man? First in the chat. Zaxi, what's going on, dude? Motor City Sports. David Quintanilla, what's going on, man? Fishing Club is in the house, fellow moderator of the channel. And Fishing Club, a really quick note, he was telling me that his Best Buy, he pre-ordered Resident Evil 8 since like way back in February. I remember him telling me he was really excited for the game. However, he tells me that Best Buys in his area didn't restock, you guys. That's terrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. And Best Buy was a pretty good deal because they were including those steelbooks for free, and I can't believe they didn't have it in stock. So Fishing Club, are you going to buy the digital version or are you gonna wait? Did they say when they were gonna have it in stock? Man, that's terrible. Oh man, you can let me know in the chat, as well as anyone else wants to hit up the chat. You guys light it up. Whatever PS5 restock questions you have, whatever questions or comments you have about the stories we're gonna talk about, always feel free to hit up the chat. I am always down to chat with each and every one of you because you guys are the coolest and most chillest community on YouTube today. It's my small corner of the internet, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by and spending a little bit of your evening with me. We're gonna go right into the first topic of the night, you guys. Sony PlayStation Store lawsuit could lead to cheaper PS4 and PS5 games. This is crazy. So I don't know if you guys have heard, Sony is getting sued again. And if you guys weren't aware of the first lawsuit, I'll talk about it in a little bit, but they're getting sued once again. Now this time the charge is the PlayStation Store digital exclusivity is what is on the docket. This comes to us from techradar.com. A class action lawsuit has been filed against Sony Interactive Entertainment on behalf of consumers, claiming that the company is acting unfairly but making certain PS4 and PS5 game downloads available only through the PlayStation Store. If the lawsuit is successful, Sony could be forced to change its business model for digital game sales, which could potentially mean lower prices for consumers. Now, how is that a possibility? How are we going to see lower prices for these digital games? Well, you guys, if you haven't noticed already, if you go to Best Buy, if you go to Target, if you go to Walmart, there's a lot of digital games that are on their websites. There's one system in particular that you can't buy digital games from, and that's Sony games. You can't buy PS4, PS5 digital games. And how is this gonna lead to how is this going to lead to a lower price for you guys? Well, if this lawsuit is a success, this is going to mean that you're gonna start seeing digital games for the PS4 and PS5 on other retailers like Walmart, Target, and GameStop, and they can charge whatever the heck they want, you guys. They can, as you can, if you've noticed in the past, companies like Nintendo and Microsoft, a lot of times their digital games go on sale for lower than the asking price. And if this lawsuit is a success, this means that these stores can have a sale every once in a while and charge less than retail for the digital games. So that's why this story has broken out as such a big thing, because if the lawsuit is a success, then Sony is going to have to allow other retailers, they're going to have to allow them to sell the digital games, and this could mean bigger savings for you in the long run through sales, whether it be like Black Friday sales, Christmas sales, or whatever other sale they want to do. And that's why it's meaning that it could be cheaper for retailers. So this is not the first time that Sony has been sued, you guys. If you remember, Sony is actually in the middle of a lawsuit because of their DualSense controllers. And if you've checked out my channel before, you guys know that we talked about the DualSense controller lawsuit and the problems that they were having with the DualSense. Consumers are also this is the second lawsuit that Sony is having to cope with, and Sony is having to also combat consumers that are complaining about the DualSense having a joystick drifts. Joystick drift is becoming a big thing. You know, in the past it was a big story for Nintendo and their Joy-Cons, but now Sony controllers are in the middle of this battle, and they're also having problems as well, and consumers are not standing for it. They're suing Sony for the fact that the DualSense is estimated to not last too long. That's another thing we talked about on this channel about, was the fact that the DualSense lifespan is considerably short compared to, like, the thing is with the DualSense, you know, they have the same joystick technology as Microsoft and Nintendo. So it's something that all three companies share. It's the technology that is going into the DualSenses. And the fact of the matter is, it's a problem that is way more widespread than many realize. But Sony now dealing with two lawsuits, one for their Joy-Con longevity and also for the digital game exclusive. Guys, I would love to hear your comments about this situation in the comment section. Let's see what you all think about it. It's a pretty crazy story, you guys, and it's an important one because this could really affect how many other stores will be selling the digital games that right now we're paying full price for these games. And that's making me think of one game in particular that I'm gonna get into a little bit later on, and that's Returnal. And in the meantime, you guys can let me know in the chat what you think about that game. Have you gotten it for the PS5? What did you think about it? I'll give you my 2 cents in a little bit. But pretty crazy story coming out of Tech Radar, and a lot of other outlets are reporting about it now. Sony getting sued because of their digital exclusivity over on their PlayStation store. Guys, I hope your night is going good. I hope your night is going awesome. It's Friday night, the best night of the week. And I appreciate that you're spending a little bit of your time with me. I also see that you guys hit the likes without me even asking, and I appreciate that 100%. That's why I love you guys, because I never have to beg for the likes. You guys are amazing. Fishing Club, fellow moderator of the channel, says, I'm all for less costly games. Yeah, man, you know, we see companies, Nintendo and Microsoft, we see a lot of digital deals on their games, but we really never see them for Sony. And this is one of the reasons, is that they're not allowing major retailers to sell their digital games. Logic, what is going on, man? What is going on? Logic Legion says, why is Sony being sued? I want to see if you know the facts. Oh, Logic is coming in with the, he wants to know if this channel is worth being a subscriber for, if I know my stuff. So I kind of went into length about it already, but Logic, correct me if I'm wrong. Sony is being sued because they have digital exclusivity rights that they are not sharing with major retailers like Target, Walmart, Best Buy. They're not allowing their digital games to be sold by those retailers. They're wanting to keep the digital games exclusive to their online store, and consumers are suing them because they're saying that they are monopolizing the industry. And Logic says, also, show me your own tattoo. Logic is putting me to the test. He wants to know if I'm a gamer, and it's all good, man. Logic, I want to know your favorite franchise, man. What's your favorite game franchise? And I'm going to share with you mine. Mine is Legend of Zelda, man. This right here is all Legend of Zelda themed. And you might notice a claptrap. I don't know if you can see it really good. Let's see. You might notice a claptrap on my arm. But the fact that I wanted to keep it Legend of Zelda themed, I put a little Link hat on him and the Master Sword. So he's holding the Master Sword there. Logic, do you have any game tattoos, man? I would like to know. But dude, Logic, I appreciate you hitting up the chat, man. I can tell Logic is a serious gamer, man. He wants to know that the content he's watching is worth his time, and I appreciate that, man. I totally do. Okay, you guys, so we are looking at Fishing Club says pay $60 for a game that stinks, then let GameStop give you Oh man, that's very true, man. GameStop giving us $3 for a $70 game, right? Which is something I wanted to do with Returnal, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Returnal is a fun game, but anyways, I'll get into that in a little bit. We're talking the next story at hand, which is PS5 restock update, you guys. So I have been trying my best to keep you guys and girls updated on any possible restocks. One of those surprise restocks happened today. It happened today, Friday, May 7th. But let's talk really quick about the restocks we saw yesterday. So we saw 3 retailers do PS5 restocks. One was Ant Online, but unfortunately it was a really weak drop. Really weak. I could have sworn, and I tweeted about it, I could have sworn we saw like 3 or 4 consoles drop by Ant Online. It was really disappointing, and of course they were doing it in bundles. But we also saw Walmart and Best Buy almost, not quite, but almost simultaneously doing the drops. I tweeted about the Walmart's drop as soon as we saw it, and then not like 20 minutes later we saw Best Buy do their own drop. So we had 2 drops coinciding side by side, and if you guys had any luck with those drops, let me know in the chat. I would love to know. Logic says, fact number 1, I subscribed to your channel a month ago. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. You have my support. Also, will be sending people your way. Don't quit on you have my vote always, man. Logic, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, dude. Much appreciated, man. But thank you so much for hitting up the stream, dude, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys. And let me tell you, man, I have some plans. I have some plans for the channel to give back to the fellow subscribers of the channel. I got some good giveaways planned. Stay tuned for that. Okay, might have lost my train of thought already. Where the heck was I? Oh, the drops. We were talking about the drops. So yeah, we saw 3 major retailers yesterday do the drops. Woo, it's getting a little bit warm in my apartment. It's getting a little bit hot in here because the stories that we're talking, the news that we're talking about today is so much fire, man. That's what's going on. It's so much fire, man. Oh man, it's getting just a little bit warm. My cat is looking at me like she wants to attack me. Oh man, give me 1 second. My face is. We're gonna talk about restocks, you guys. We're really gonna talk about the restocks. Give me 1 second as I just I'm gonna get some water really quick. And you're gonna see me disappear just for a little bit like this. Shazam! Logic is letting us know that Resident Evil Village. Oh, whoa, dude. It actually made you quit the game. Oh, wow. That must have been terrifying as hell, man. Holy crud. You gotta let us know why it terrified you so much, man. So, Logic telling us in the chat that Resident Evil 8 is quite the terrifying experience. What do you guys think, man? Is the game been scary for you? What's going on? I would love to know. Holy crud. Guys, thank you so much for hitting up the stream. I appreciate you, man. I just noticed that my last stream had a pretty good amount of views, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. It's crazy because I'm just a small YouTuber, you know. It's something that I started back in June. It's something that my late brother wanted to start. You know, he passed on in 2015, but before like 2013, around there, he told me he wanted to start a gaming YouTube, and I always told him, we'll start it, we'll do it, and we'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow became tomorrow became a week later, tomorrow became a month later, and unfortunately I was not able to do it with him. But that's why I started it, because I did it in memory of him. So my brother's name was Chucky. If you're looking at me down, if you're looking down at me from up there, man, just know that I'm doing the gaming channel, the one that you hoped we did together, but it was not to be. But I also appreciate you guys for hitting up the chat. You know, sometimes I get people coming in and they'll be like, you only have like 3 viewers, you only have like 1 viewer. Sometimes you don't have anyone watching you, you know, and it's like, it's not how many people are viewing you, it's the people that are really into your stream. It's like you guys that are chatting. You guys are the important ones right now, so I appreciate you guys 100%. Thank you so much. But with that said, all right, no more mushy stuff. We're gonna get right back into the restock news. So we saw a pretty healthy amount of restocks yesterday, you guys, and today one of the restocks that we were thinking was gonna happen, you know, I dropped that video last night. Costco ended up doing their drop today. They had a drop, a PS5 bundle drop, so that is leaving us with very limited options. However, there is one retailer that has dropped on a Saturday, you guys. You're gonna want to follow them on Twitter. You're gonna want to follow them on Twitter, Ants Online. And you know, a lot of people say they're not a fan of the bundle, but if for you, the subscribers of the channel, you guys know that there's a way to return all those extra items. There's a way to return all those extra items, and I've dropped the link to that video a lot of times on my previous videos, so you guys already know. So, you know, by this time, bundles shouldn't even phase you, man. You know, if the PS5 and only the PS5 is what you're after, there's no need to sweat the bundles, you guys. There's no need to sweat the bundles. So yeah, be on the lookout for Ants Online tomorrow. You know, make sure you're following them on Twitter. We're also, whew, it's a little bit hot. It's getting just a little bit hot in here. It's getting just a little bit hot. Logic says, so yeah, he recommended us to play Resident Evil 8. And he says that it's hard to tell the game without spoiling it. The atmosphere of the game is always terrifying. Yes, Logic. So I forgot, what system do you have, dude? What system are you gaming? Are you gaming on? What system are you playing Resident Evil 8 on? Guys, thank you so much for the likes. It helps out a ton. I appreciate it 100%. The other store we kind of have to have our eye on is Kohl's. Kohl's has been very sneaky about their drops. However, they've dropped more than once on a Sunday. You know, they come in, they drop that sneaky little drop on a Sunday. So if you're not following Kohl's on Twitter, I would recommend to follow Kohl's. So the two, we're not gonna see any of the major retailers drop on a weekend, you know. That's just, I saw Target do a drop of a Series X on one Sunday, but the weekly circular usually advertises the Xbox, and this week they didn't. They did not advertise the Series X, so I'm not expecting any major drops from any of the major retailers this week, but two stores that I am looking at is Kohl's and Ant Online, so make sure you're following them on Twitter. And also, one other really quick tip until we get to the next story, which is Epic Games wanting to make their they wanted to strike a deal with Sony, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But one other tip I have for you guys is that take that one Twitter account that you trust the most, whether it be Wario64, Jake Randall, YT Next Gen Gaming, Cheeto Gaming. Take one of the most trusted Twitter accounts that you guys know to trust and you have faith in, and leave their alerts on, but turn all the other alerts off. That's my big tip, because and if you guys didn't see the last video I dropped, I have followed a lot of Restock accounts. But what happens each and every time is that I get alert after alert after alert, and I don't see the alert that I want to see, which was like from Wario64 is my favorite Twitter account. And his tweet can get lost in the amounts of other tweets. You know, the thing with Wario64, and you guys let me know in the comments what you think in the chat. The thing with Wario64, man, is that he never tweets about anything personal. He tweets strictly the deals, which is, you know, if you're looking for a PS5, if you're looking for an Xbox, those are the tweets you want, right? So Wario64 tweets only the necessary drops, and you know, I would really recommend him. But you guys let me know in the chat which accounts you would prefer or you recommend. Fishing Club says, you know, I copped an extra PS5 at Target last week, but my cousin may not be able to play it. Wow, why is your cousin not, why can't he play it, man? Okay, so Logic is gaming on a PS5 at Disc Edition. Heck yeah, man. Yo, if Logic, if you got any tips for us wanting to get a PS5, man, let us know, man. We would love to know from someone else who was able to get one. What store? I'm curious what store you got it from. Logic says 100% chance that if you want the PS5, then buying PS5 bundles is the highest chance of owning one. It's hard trying to buy a PS5 with just the console itself. Very true, man. Very true, dude. It's hard, man. Logic is spitting some truth right now. It's hard to get that system on its own. If you guys get a bundle, you know, hit up my video about how to return those items and you'll be set. But it's very hard right now, you guys, to get just the console on its own. Logic says, I had my PS5 since February 18th and it's fire. Oofmeister, what is going on, man? Oofmeister says, I had mine for a couple of months now and I already had to delete games to make room for more. Yeah. You know, if Xbox players and PlayStation gamers can agree on one thing, is that the memory situation is no good. It's no good. We need more memory in these consoles. And me being an owner of a Series X, I can attest to that fact that we need more memory. But I'm not about to drop $200 on a memory card. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm biding my time to try to get a third party a lot more cheaper than the Seagate memory that we have for the Series X, which is like, it's like 220 bucks. John Varney, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? How's your week going? How's your Friday going? Yeah, the freaking, and then like Sony hasn't enabled the memory card slot on their PS5. They have enabled or you can get an external hard drive, an HDD for the PlayStation, but what it's gonna do is gonna make your games install faster. So it's right now at this point, PlayStation 5's external storage capability is limited to only storing your PS5 digital games. Flash Dash, boom! I like your thumbnail, man. Homer Simpson. Flash Dash is asking, where did you get your PS5? So me personally, I got it back in January from Ants Online. And we might as well ask the other viewers, where did you guys get your PS5? I would like to know where you got your PS5 from. Shazam. So yeah, I got my PS5 from an Ants Online drop that happened. Man, I remember that day like it was just yesterday. Like, they sold out within a minute. I felt so very lucky, but I felt good about getting the PS5. The one thing I didn't feel good about was paying $300 more than I should have paid, because they added The Last of Us, they added Spider-Man, Sackboy, and Demon Souls, and an extra controller. 3 of those items I did not need. You know, 3 of those items I did not need, but I was able to return them using the method that I talked to you guys about. Ugh. Whew. It's freaking hot over here, man. It is hot. Logic says he got his PS5 from Tari. Oh, you got 2 PS5s. Dang, dude. Logic, go ahead and play the lottery, man. Play the lottery and then share the winnings with me. You're lucky, man. You got it from Target and Best Buy. Fishing Club got it from Target. And Target drops are pretty hard to get, man. So I give you guys props for getting the Target drop. Flash Dash, they tried to finesse you. they tried to fake me out, man. Yeah, Ants Online is cool, but dang, their bundles are freaking expensive, man. Their bundles are expensive. So, let's get to the next story at hand, you guys. Epic Games. Which one of you guys out there is a PC gamer? You know, Epic Games has their own storefront. Well, and this is actually coming because this is actually being exposed because of the lawsuit we talked about earlier. And this is the only reason this information got out, you guys, is that some of the information in the lawsuit came out. And one of the interesting tidbits, and this comes to us from PCGamer.com, is that Epic apparently offered Sony $200 million for first party first party PlayStation exclusives. Now this is crazy, you guys, because Sony rarely ever talks about, you know, sharing their first party games with other companies. What I was reading earlier, and you guys let me know if it's true or not, because I'm not really a big PC gamer, but that Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone, both of those games were supposed to be Sony exclusives, have made their way to PC. Is that true? See, that's crazy to me. I didn't know those were available on PC. But this article is telling us that the Epic 5 Apple trial keeps delivering interesting information. So actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna, let me rewind a little bit. Let me rewind a little bit. This is actually involving the trial that is happening because of Fortnite. Apple is suing Epic because of Epic. It's a long story, but I reported on it a while back. But basically, Epic Games is getting sued by Apple because they are trying to make those microtransactions that people buy on Fortnite. They were trying to get a cut of the cost without including Apple. So those microtransactions were getting paid directly to Epic, and they were not sharing it with Apple. And so Apple decided to sue Epic, actually delisting Fortnite from the Apple Store. This is where this information came from. So the Epic versus Apple trial keeps delivering interesting information, particularly about deals and spending related to the Epic Game Store. We've learned, for example, that in 2019 and 2020, Epic promised about $1 billion in advances for exclusives, including $115 million for Borderlands 3. A new trial exhibit, which was apparently released accidentally, shows that Epic offered Sony a $200 million advance to get first-party PlayStation games on the Epic Game Store exclusively. The article on PC Gamer goes to say, we don't know what kind of deal Epic and Sony may have arrived at, as the document in question was made before any handshake. It says that Epic offered Sony $200 million plus for 4 to 6 titles. So Epic wanted to have exclusivity, not exclusivity, but they wanted to have access to 4 to 6 exclusive titles that Sony had, and was awaiting Sony's response. It's the minimum revenue Epic guarantees a game publisher will make with an Epic's Game Store exclusive, whether or not their game actually sells enough to cover it. So it's kind of crazy, you guys. So they didn't succeed in getting that deal, and actually we don't know if they did succeed or not. But this article is telling us that Epic Game Store actually put the offer on the table. They wanted access to 4 to 6 exclusive PlayStation games on their store. And you know, you guys let me know in the chat if this is correct, but I'm hearing that Horizon Zero Dawn and also Days Gone is making their way to PC. And that's what I'm hearing right now, which is a really surprise to me. I didn't think they were available other than PlayStation consoles, but with those 2 games out of the way, we're looking at 4 other ones that Epic Games wanted to be able to sell on their store. This is actually pretty big news, you guys, because if Epic Games is able to get more access to these PlayStation exclusive games, what does that mean, you guys? What does that mean? That PlayStation isn't going to be able to label these games exclusive anymore, you know, if they're available on PC through the Epic's Game Store. So that was a kind of a crazy bit of news that I came across today. And a special shout out to JTP Muscles. He actually sent me this story on Instagram. and he sent it to me probably like 3-4 hours ago, and I was like, whoa. that story blew me away, you guys. It's pretty crazy. Blaze Ethan, what is going on, man? Thank you so much for hitting up the chat. When's the restock? Blaze wants to know when the restock is incoming. Blaze, so I talked about it a little bit in length earlier in the stream, but in case you missed it, we're talking that the major retailers already dropped this week. I'm not expecting any drops this weekend by Target, Best Buy, or Walmart. They're not gonna drop this weekend. I hate to break it to you, but we're looking at 2 other retailers that have dropped on the weekends, which is Ant Online and Kohl's. So make sure you're following their Twitter account, Blaze, in case you're not. The Odyssey, what is going on, man? The Odyssey says, I'm getting the Series S in 4 or 5 days. Yo, Odyssey, let's go, man. Let's go, man. You gotta come back and let us know what game you're playing, man. What's the first game you're gonna get for that Series S? I would love to know. JTP Muscle, what's going on, man? Mr. 2020, Mr. GSO in the house. JTP Muscle, you guys, in case you didn't know, is on Instagram. He is a champion in the bodybuilding worlds, and he's defending his title come October, you guys. Port Chart, fellow moderator, what's going on, man? Port Chart says, hello, S rank. Flash Dash says, screw PS5 or Xbox, PC is the best place to game. Yo, Flash Dash is a PC gamer, man. I would love to know what I need to do to my PC to get into that next realm of gaming, man. You know, I'm stuck in the last year, dude. You gotta help me out here. What PC do I need to start gaming in the future, man? I would love to know. Fishing Club, Days Gone is releasing on PC May 18th. Yo, thank you so much for the chat. Thank you so much for the tip, man. So we have a confirmation. I wholeheartedly trust my fellow moderator, Fishing Club. Days Gone coming to the PC on May 18th. You guys, this is crazy, man. This is crazy to me. And if you guys are a PlayStation gamer, you know that's kind of crazy. Days Gone, not exclusive anymore to PlayStation. That's pretty insane. They're coming to PC, and I'm assuming via Epic Game Store. So the news that we just talked about, that Epic Game Store is wanting to pay off Sony for some of their exclusive games, it's becoming a reality every day that passes. So we know that Days Gone is coming to PC. Odyssey says, I'm thinking Game Pass. I highly recommend Game Pass, man. You're going to get access to a lot of games, and also you're gonna get access to every first party Xbox Studios game. They're releasing it on Game Pass. So you're gonna get that new Halo. You're gonna get that new Fable. We also saw some third-party games coming on there, like Outriders was a big surprise. Outriders came out day 1 on Game Pass, which was like insane to me. That was a really big surprise. JTP says, soon to be the first double champ. Let's go, man. JTP, bro, I promise I'm gonna lift some weights this weekend, man. I promise I'm gonna lift some weights this weekend. I'm gonna do it, man. Ow, it hurt me a little bit flexing, just a little bit. Guys, thank you so much for hitting up the chat. You guys are lighting up the likes, man. It's making me get just a little bit excited. I appreciate you, man. I better tone it down a little bit because my neighbor is gonna start complaining. But you know what? If my neighbor knocks on my door at 3 a.m. in the morning like she did last time, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna say, it's Friday night, baby. It's Friday night, baby, and this is the One Video Game Dude crew on the stream. You know, I gotta get hyped, man. I gotta get hyped and very sweaty. Woo! We talked about crazy gaming news during this stream, you guys. Crazy PlayStation news. And, you know, in case you see this stream a little bit later, you know how I do it. I bookmark the topics at hand, the topics that are more important to you guys. I'm going to bookmark them. I'm going to bookmark the Sony lawsuit, Ps5 restock news, Epic Game Stores. I'm going to bookmark all that stuff. We still got some more news to get to. Yeah, there we go. Odyssey says, just say you're working. That's actually a pretty good, it's actually a pretty good response. It's better than the one I was gonna come up with. I was gonna go into like a 30-minute rant about how like I'm hyped for the stream, man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. What else more do you need to hear? Oh. All right, so we're gonna get to the last couple of topics. We're gonna talk about Returnal and Resident Evil 8. Returnal and Resident Evil 8. Fishing Club says, as long as your neighbor doesn't Returnal knocking on your door. Oh man, that was a good one, man. Yeah, freaking. I wish life was a video game. You know what I mean? Like when somebody is like scolding you, you know, don't you wish you could just like press pause and they stop for a little bit and like you have a chance to like breathe? I wish life was a video game, man. But you know what, give me a few seconds, you guys, and we're gonna come back with talking about Returnal. We're gonna talk about Resident Down right now. It was the war on the shore. It was a pay-per-view event once in a lifetime. I had to answer the door because my neighbor was pounding on my door, and I was like, I opened the door. I opened the door very slowly, and I was like, hey. This is exactly how I went up to her. I was like, yo. I was like, yo, yo, yo. I'm working. And then I just closed the door. Oh! Oh, man. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. I know tomorrow morning when she sees me at the laundromat, she's gonna throw that box of detergent at my head. And I'm gonna remember the good memories. I'm gonna remember streaming for you guys. I'm gonna remember talking about PlayStation lawsuits. I'm gonna remember talking about Resident Evil 8. I'm also gonna remember about spending $70, $74 if you count the tax. $74 on Returnal. Guys, who in the world is with me on this? Returnal is not worth $70. It's not worth $70, you guys. And you know, let me know in the chat if you disagree with me. That's all good. You know, your opinion will always be welcome here no matter what. Returnal, you guys, is not worth $70. It is not worth $70. It's not worth $70, man. I don't know how or why. Anyways. Alright, I'll calm down. I'll calm down a little bit. It's not worth $70. If Shrek Odyssey, if Shrek 5 comes out, they better get the video game rights. I don't care who, just somebody. Odyssey, you're a Shrek fan, huh? Fishing Club says, next time. Odyssey says, next time do your best Flair impersonation and shut the door. Woo! I like that, man. I like that. Next time, like, as I open the door, I'm just gonna be like... Next time, I'm just going to answer the door like that. I like that idea. I like that idea, man. I'm just gonna answer the door like that. I'm just gonna answer the door and be like, and then just stare directly into their eyes and just shut the door. That's what I'm gonna do. I like that idea, man. I like that idea. Oh man. Anyways, what are we talking about? Odyssey says, remember the double glasses of dominance. Next time use 4 glasses. I like that idea, man. I like that idea. I like that idea. I only got 3 on me, but there's like 5 other ones. Oh. Okay, so sometimes I do this just to see like who comes into the stream and like comments. What are you doing, man? What are you even doing? Odyssey says, yeah, I don't have 4 glasses right now, but Flash Dash is asking, what game do you regret buying? That is a good question, you guys. And you know what? I might as well ask you guys viewing the stream, what game do you regret buying? I regret buying Returnal. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. You know, since the very beginning, I told you guys, you know, I'm not a PS fanboy. I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm not a Nintendo Switch fanboy. I love them all, man. I don't have a dog in this fight. So when I tell you that I regret buying Returnal, that's a straight up truth, man. I regret dropping $70 hard-earned dollars on Returnal. And that's a good segue into the next topic at hand. You guys, Returnal is not worth $70, man. 74 Odyssey with tax. Exactly. It's not worth $70, guys. And let me tell you why. Okay. I streamed it on YouTube channel. I gave some tips on the game itself, and I had fun with it. The problem is, you guys, we are seeing glitch after glitch after glitch. And if anyone is seeing this stream, the ones who commented on my Returnal glitch video, the one how I told you how to avoid the door glitch, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Returnal's developers, House Marquee, they released a patch 1.33 correcting the door glitch problem. This was a glitch where if you wear one of the pre-order suits in the game, that there is some areas in the game which I encountered 4 times where the doors don't open. Okay, that glitch 1.33 corrected that problem. You weren't supposed to encounter it anymore. However, they had to release another patch which was 1.3.4, and that latest patch, get this, okay, get this, undid patch 1.3.3. So what does that mean? We still have the door glitch. They had to undo their latest patch because people were having corrupt corrupt save files. Patch 1.3.4 was corrupting save files, you guys, but they had to revert it. So what patch 1.3.4 does is that it undoes the last patch. What does that mean? You have the door glitch again. Basically, you're gonna have the door glitch. So they had to do that because of the save file issue that they had. But the reason that they've been having all these glitches, which honestly I don't even know why other reviewers aren't talking about this. It's kind of crazy to me that they're not talking about this glitch. It's a really annoying one because I was like 3-4 hours in, the doors would not open, and I had to restart my whole run, which was another 3 to 4 hours, and it's just really annoying. That's not the only reason that I feel is it's not worth $70. There's another reason, and the you know, I'm gonna get into some very controversial hot takes, and you guys feel free to let me know in the chat if you disagree with it. You know, I'm always down to hear your opinion. But this game, I feel, you know, I'm not a fan of the roguelike games like Hades. I'm not a fan of them. I never said I was, but you know, I was open-minded about Returnal because I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. It's looking pretty good. People are giving good reviews on it. But I made it to the fourth biome, and I can tell you guys that a lot of the environments, even though they're randomly generated, they all look the same, man. They all really feel the same. And for me, that was a lazy way of the developers charging this much money for it. You know, like randomly generate however many environments you want, but the more they feel the same, the more you feel like you're just playing the same levels all the time, I feel is like a very lazy way of under developing a game. And I know that might be a very controversial hot take, and you guys can let me know how you feel about it in the chat, but I got that feeling that like they're charging me $70 for a very underdeveloped game, you know, and that's my honest my honest opinion about it. And this is coming from somebody who does not get paid, you know, royalties from reviewing a game. I don't have ads on my channel. I don't have any reason to lie to you guys. This is just my honest opinion about it. The game is fun. I don't think it's worth $70. At the most, I will pay $40 for it. I really don't think it's worth $70, but you guys let me know what you think about it. Oh, okay. Odyssey says, I have a Switch, have a PS4, and know I'm getting a Series S and saving up for the PS5. The trifecta of dominance. Flash Dash says, what game do you regret? Oh, I think I already answered that. I regret buying Returnal. You know, that's the honest truth. I wish I would have saved up the money. I wanted to get it. It's a worthwhile game, but I don't think it's worth $70. If you guys find it on sale, if you guys don't own the game yet and you find it on sale for $40 or less, I would say get it. But you're going to be, honestly, you're going to be a little bit disappointed by the lack of variety in the game. Guys, thank you so much for the likes, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for smashing the likes. I appreciate that. Fishing Club says, I know you don't like roguelike games and pre-order spacesuits. Yeah. Yeah. Odyssey, I bet there is a roguelike that is 5 times better than Returnal that costs 5 times less. Yeah. And honestly, I never even played the game, but I know in my heart, because I read enough about Hades, that I should have just spent $30 on Hades, man. I should have just bought Hades. To be honest with you guys, you know, it's a good game. Another thing about Returnal that you guys, I'm sure more than already heard about, is that it's running at 1080p upscale to 4K with checkerboarding tech. Guys, let me tell you, man, if you want to talk to a guy, or if you want to check out a channel who is like the most pickiest guy in terms of visual quality, I'm your guy, man. I can spot the I can spot when a game is not native 4K. Returnal is not native 4K, you guys. It's upscaled. It's upscaled. And if you were to take a game like Demon Souls, if you play a game like Demon Souls and then come down to play Returnal, you're gonna notice the difference. And that's just the honest truth, you guys. That's just the honest truth, man. You're gonna see the difference. You know, the game is beautiful, the game looks nice, but there's a very precise difference between native 4K and upscaled 4K. And unfortunately, Returnal has upscaled 1080p with some checkerboarding going on. So that's something I don't feel we should see from a new gen console. We definitely should not be seeing it from the PS5. Oofmeister is back. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? I'm using my hands a lot, right? I'm using my hands a lot. Ugh. Yeah. I tend to use my hands a lot, so I apologize about that. But, you know, if you guys are thinking about getting Returnal, if you already got Returnal, let me know in the comments what you think about it. I would love to hear from you guys. Me personally, I wish I would have waited. I'm totally happy with the next game we're gonna talk about, which is Resident Evil 8, baby. Resident Evil 8. I am 100% happy with the money that I dropped on it. Completely happy with it. Game is amazing. Game is crazy. And if you guys are a fan of Resident Evil 4, I'm not going to spoil nothing for you guys. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. If you're a fan of Resident Evil 4, you're going to enjoy the heck out of the first 2 hours of Resident Evil 8. Guys, that game is crazy, man. I'm telling you, man, like, I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil 4. I love Resident Evil 4. The first 2 hours, it's kind of like an homage to Resident Evil 4. It's amazing, man. I love that game. That's a game I don't regret spending 70. I would have spent 100 on it. Game is fun. I don't know about 100. 100 is a lot of money, but... Flash Dash says, I feel like they rushed Returnal just to say, hey, here's a new PS5 exclusive. I'm gonna agree with you 100%, man. I'm gonna agree with you 100%. You know, you go to Twitter and you see a lot of people saying, this is the killer app. This is the killer app of the PS5. Guys, it's not the killer app, man. It's not the killer app. And, you know, that's just my opinion. But, like, it's not. It really isn't. You can get the same sense of completion from games like Hades, from other roguelike games, you know? Ken's Gaming Mod Tech, what's going on, man? He says he's loving the new Resident Evil. Guys, that game is crazy, man. Game is insane. You know, if you want to take a day off out of work, if you want to chill for a weekend and just kind of get lost in a really insane story that escalates like really fast. And Ken's Gaming knows what I'm talking about. And also Fishing Club knows what I'm talking about. Odyssey says, I've never played Resident Evil. You've never played Resident Evil? That's, I mean, you know, I'm surprised, but I'm not. You know, I know friends who've never played Resident Evil, so that's cool. So Odyssey, you've never played any of the original, like, Resident Evils? Ken's Gaming says, I only spent $33 on Village. Whoa! Wait a minute. How in the world did you save that much money, man? I'm good, man. How are you, Gaming Mod? How are you doing, man? Fishing Club says Resident Evil 4 is a classic. he's spitting the truth, you guys. He's spitting the truth. Odyssey, if you've never played a Resident Evil game, man, I recommend you download Resident Evil 4. What do you guys in the chat think? Port Chart says, I don't know if you play Roblox, but if you do, you can add me. Yeah, man, I'll add you. Heck yeah, dude. I have Roblox on Xbox. What's your, are you on Xbox, or what system are you on? I'll add you, man. Odyssey says, I want to play, but I think I'll get a heart attack from the jump scares. So, yeah, the jump scares are pretty intense. For what it's worth, Resident Evil 8, you know, Capcom has come out and said that they kind of toned it down. They toned it down, the jump scares, a little bit, because they did realize that Resident Evil 7 was just a little bit intense for a lot of people. And like, I get that, man. You know, like me personally, I don't get scared too easily. There's only one game that has really scared the crap out of me, and you guys, subscribers of the channel, already know that it's Outlast. Outlast is the only one that really got me going. But I get you, man. You know, there's no shame in saying that, you know, it freaked you out. Port Chart, you play on Xbox and PC, baby. I'll write that name down. Lala Jew 231. If you guys would love to game with me on Xbox or PS5, feel free to let me know. I'll hit you up with my gamer tag. I'm always down, you know. And I don't charge, you guys. There's other YouTubers that charge to play with you guys or play with the subscribers of the channel. Guys, I'm free, man. I'm free. I'll play with you guys whenever, whatever you guys want. I don't charge for that at all. So, Port Chart, my name is LalaJew231. Let me write it down. All right, LalaJew231. Yeah, I'll game with you guys, man. I'm always down to game with the subscribers. Oofmeister, I know, is really big on Warframe, right? Am I correct on that? Oofmeister, you only play on PS5 and PC to get all exclusives. And man, so Oofmeister is a PC gamer, huh? But I'm talking too much, you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I would love to chat with you guys. Let me know what's going on. You know, what's going on. We can talk about anything, whatever you want to talk about. Oh. So we see you guys next time, man. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? You're cool. Guys, we're gonna see you later, man. Yeah! Where is it? We'll see you guys later, man. Yeah!